Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. Oh my god, after such a long time, finally I'm creating a long form video and I am so thrilled and excited about this. It's my 28th birthday and long form videos have been a part of my life, and so here I am again, back to shooting that long form video, that too on the occasion of having my birthday. I absolutely enjoy sharing the experiences, and that's what I'm going to do this. I know it's been a very long time, but you know, there are certain things which you absolutely enjoy from within, and you just can't keep yourself far away from those things for a very long period of time. And had to be this day, had to be my birthday, where I, again pick the mobile camera app and shoot the video and upload a proper long form video on my YouTube channel. Today is my 28th birthday. If you say, like, if you live with an open mindset, probably every minute, every hour you can learn something, about life, about things which can have an impact in your life. And of course, I've completed 28 years, so there have been so many instances where I've learned so much, probably which have had so many impact in my life. So here are few birthdays which I'm going to talk about, which I absolutely love talking about, because since I'm his favorite child, so he came on so many birthdays, to give me gifts, to teach me about life, and I have very gracefully accepted those gifts and always learned something from those gifts. So today in this video, I'll be talking about my 16th birthday, my 18th birthday, my 21st birthday, my 25th birthday, and of course, my 27th birthday as well. And how life came up with something, how life decided to give me gifts, and those gifts were so instrumental in learning so much about life. So it's going to be a crazy video. I am very sure that if you hang until the end of the video, there will be some value addition done in your life. You will definitely gain something out of this video. So before, not wasting much time, let's just start. Let's just get going. First, I would like to talk about 16th birthday of mine. Oh God, it feels, crazy to go back to think about that day. And I still remember 16th birthday, मतलब तुम 10th standard में होते हो. Coming from where I was coming from, the only focus should have been studies. But on my 16th birthday, I was standing in front of my parents, in front of my professor, in front of my class teacher, and we were, I was in the middle and I was surrounded by them, and we were having conversation, and that conversation was, are you dating this girl? Is this girl your girlfriend? And these were the kind of conversations which I was in the middle of on my 16th birthday. And I'm talking about what, 20, you know 13. Today it might be, like very okay to have a girlfriend when you are like 10 years, 12 years, 15, 16 years old. But to those times where, probably ladka ladki talking was not that common, especially from where we come from, and to, be a part of that conversation, that was very, very, very hurting, to, put your parents into that position where, your class teacher is asking you, are you dating this girl, and what is the story, and etc. And it is happening at your home, and your parents have to be a part of that conversation because of you, and you have no choice but to, accept that at the age of 16, that, oh yes, I'm dating this girl and we are in a relationship. And that day took something so much out of me, because it was a very, sad thing to, put such simplest of humans in such a position, because there were so much expectations to, for me to, focus only on studies. And that taught me that, yeah, अपना ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड था, पढ़ना, रैंक लाना, अच्छे मार्क्स लाना, ये सब करना, एंड वेर आई एम हेडिंग इनटू, एंड कौन से पोजीशन में मैंने डाल दिया है अपने पेरेंट्स को, एंड इट वाज काइंड ऑफ इंटरनली वेरी डॉन्टिंग कि यार व्हाट इज दिस हैपनिंग, व्हाई इज दिस हैपनिंग, होना भी है तो 16th बर्थडे को क्यों हो रहा है ये सब, एंड इट वाज अ वेरी ऑकवर्ड पोजीशन, एंड फॉर अ गाय लाइक मी एट द एज ऑफ 16 टू commit to accept, oh, I'm dating this girl in front of my parents, in front of my class teacher, was very tough. Still, whenever I think about that, I feel like, oh god, what I was doing, I don't know. But yeah, I put my parents in that position, but I learned a few things from there कि यार ठीक है, I got into that. Probably वो वाला तरुण, उसके बाद वाला तरुण, आज वाला तरुण का thought process regarding love remains the same. I've always believed that love is something which just adds strength to your life, because that's what I've been seeing, my mom and dad just plain because of that pure love, mutual respect, and being there for each other. They came far. जितना भी उन लोग they were there together, it was like crazy, and that's what I learned. And मेरा परसेप्शन रिगार्डिंग लव वहां से आता है, और वो तभी भी वही था, आज भी वही है, एंड आई गेस कल भी वही रहेगा कि लव जस्ट एड स्ट्रेंथ, एंड प्रोबेबली आई एम वेरी फॉन्ड ऑफ लव, सो आई गॉट इनटू दैट, एंड आई वाज स्टिल वेरी फोकस्ड, आई स्टिल स्कोर्ड गुड मार्क्स, बट इट वाज लाइक कि यार 16 बर्थडे पे ये सब क्या हो रहा है, लाइक simple to put your parents into that position was a bit tricky, but kudos to my parents, they took it in the, I don't know how, but yeah, they took it in a decent way, and of course you wouldn't have been able to talk much after being in that position with your parents, but it was awkward. 16th birthday पे ऐसा गिफ्ट मिलना was very difficult, but बोलते हैं ना कि you learn, and of course I learned, मतलब not कि यार फिर से ये सब में नहीं पड़ेंगे, but to just have faith कि यार ठीक है, it was an experience, you take some positive out of it. एक चीज तब समझ आ गई थी कि चल यार ठीक है, मतलब if 10 years down the line, if I will be in a relationship, probably if I'll be having a girlfriend, I will have the courage in me to speak up to my parent that, oh, she is the girl I want to marry, because at the age of 16 अगर मैंने कर लिया था तो probably वो एक चीज लेकर गया था कि मैं at the age of 26 भी अगर ऐसा करना पड़ा तो probably मैं कर लूंगा, और yeah, the focus never went out. The mental inside में जो था कि कुछ करना है for family, focus रहना है, वो हमेशा से था. So probably बस एक ही चीज ये थी कि to put your parents in that position, which was not good, but yeah, everything is an experience, and that birthday I realized that universe को मेरे से थोड़ा सा एक्स्ट्रा प्यार है, and I'll have to always be very cautious, because you never know what might be coming next in my life. To go on 16th birthday, something like that was very crazy, क्योंकि expectation ऐसा था कि oh, this is the first girlfriend where I have, this is the first birthday where I have a girlfriend, probably I'll be having a different time and it's going to be crazy. It was crazy. I had a very different time, but probably in the most embarrassing way. But ठीक है, part and parcel. I'll never forget that birthday, because that was some birthday. इसके बाद 18th birthday, which taught me so much about life, which probably was the first time where I saw failure so closely. 18th birthday, 16 July 2015. कैसे ही भूल पाऊंगा उस दिन को, उस मोमेंट को. इस साल भी मैं डेट तो कर ही रहा था. लेट्स कीप दैट अपार्ट. या आई वाज डेटिंग, बट इस बार यूनिवर्स हैड सम रियली डिफरेंट सरप्राइजेस. सीपीटी की एग्जाम मैंने दे दी थी, मेरा रिजल्ट ड्यू था, एंड आई वाज 200% श्योर कि आई एम गोइंग टू क्लियर दिस एग्जाम. आई ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर नेक्स्ट लेवल ऑफ एग्जाम, और मैंने आई गेस सुबह सुबह प्री बर्थडे पार्टी में कुछ नाश्ता भी कर लिया था कि चलो यार, इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ ग्रेट डे. बट जब रिजल्ट आता है, आई स्टिल रिमेंबर आई वाज इन ट्रेन with my friend Navneet Upadhyay. Probably we were not able to access our result. Shubham Trivedi, another friend of ours, long lost friend, called us and informed that Navneet has cleared and you didn't. And it was, पहले तो तुमने जब स्कूल में इतना बढ़िया मार्क्स लाए हो, टॉप किया हो, तो यू एक्सपेक्ट योर, तुम्हारे से कुछ अलग एक्सपेक्टेशन रखते हो. ऑफ कोर्स पीपल अराउंड यू एक्सपेक्ट समथिंग एल्स फ्रॉम यू, एंड व्हेन यू आर कमिंग फ्रॉम सच हम्बल बैकग्राउंड, you also expect that you will ensure that you put in all the hard work and ensure कि you clear all the exams in the first attempt irrespective of the difficulty. And जब तुमने ज्यादा फेलियर देखे नहीं हो तो उसको रिएक्ट करना, उसको सही वे में लेना भी बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है, बिकॉज द ईगो कम्स इनटू द पिक्चर एंड hundreds of other things come into your mind. And that's what happened. I was numb. I didn't have the courage to go to my family, to tell them about I didn't cleared. I didn't have the courage to pick up the call and inform my dad. I texted him. I just called my mom and said I didn't cleared. She started crying. It was a hard time. I didn't have the courage to go visit home. I went out, spend some time with my then girlfriend, and just in that few moments I thought of leaving this course, had some crazy thoughts, and took it on my ego कि how can I, मैं कैसे फेल हो सकता हूँ, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. एंड ऑफ कोर्स आई वाज नाइव. फेल ऑफ कोर्स मतलब इतनी कोई ऐसे करिकुलम वाइज एकेडमिकली फेल होने की आदत नहीं थी. सो 18th बर्थडे है, यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग दैट यू विल क्लियर, एंड सडनली द रिजल्ट कम्स आउट. द फर्स्ट स्टेप टुवर्ड्स बिकमिंग अ सीए, तुम वहीं गिर जाते हो, फेल हो जाते हो. दैट वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू एक्सेप्ट, टू डाइजेस्ट. बट बोलते हैं ना कि इट इज ओनली दोज फ्यू आवर्स, दोज फ्यू मिनट्स वेर यू हैव टू लेट दैट इमोशन सिंक इन. You have to ensure कि you don't have to take any decisions in that moment, and probably if you are able to do it, you definitely learn out of failure a lot. That's what I did. Probably in that 2 hours I wanted to change course, I wanted to do something else, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. I wanted to do everything apart from becoming a CA because I took it on my ego. But I'm blessed that it was the thoughts which were there in my brain. I didn't took any decision. I allowed myself some time. I came back to the people which mattered the most with my family. Of course, there were no words. Dad was trying to cheer me up. Mom was physically, mentally down. Of course, I was also down, and it was a difficult time. But you need that in life to to grow. You need that in life to build resilience. You need that in life to learn how to fight when your back is against the wall. And that's what I learned from 18th birthday. That's what I always look up to, and thanks to universe ki theek hai, I was your favorite child. You always wanted to give me something good. 16th पे तुमने कुछ और गिफ्ट दिया. 18th is supposed to be special, right? You are officially becoming an adult. But yeah, it was an experience. That birthday gift, the universe gift, taught me about failure, taught me about resilience, taught me that in those moments you have to control, you don't have to take any decisions. Probably by that time, maybe I was someone who used to react more, who used to show that frustration, show that aggression. But probably post that I started learning to just be calm, just not react much, just sink in, just absorb, just accept. That birthday, that failure imbibed one thing in me, that irrespective of whatever you do, when you fail, you silently sit down, take that blame on yourself, and probably that's the only way you make some progress in life. And that's what I did. Of course, it took some time, it took a lot of time, but then somehow I spent time with myself, I gave myself time, and I took that blame on myself. It was neither society ki galti, nor this galti, nor that galti, nor 10,000 other factors. It was purely my mistake. That's how I took it. And that allowed me to always, grow, learn, get better from failures. And that's what I've been doing till date. Whenever I fail, whenever the day when I see failure, the only person who I have to blame is myself. Because I understand one thing ki if you want to see the result what you want to see, probably जो टाइम होता है तुम्हारे पास प्रिपरेशन का, तब गिव योर बेस्ट. उसके बाद अगर रिजल्ट नहीं आता है तो probably it's the only person जिसकी फॉल्ट होती है वो तुम्हारी होती है. एंड आई नेवर वांटेड टू प्ले दैट कार्ड की यार मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों. ऑलवेज वांटेड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि अच्छा if you're doing this that with me, I want to know the reason. I want to understand what's more beyond it, what can I learn from it. And that has always been there. And of course that got connected way few years down the line. That's a different story altogether. But yeah, thank you life, thank you 18th birthday. You taught me so much about life. Now let's move on to 21st birthday, 16th July 2020 2018. ये बर्थडे पे कुछ स्पेसिफिक नहीं हुआ था. ऑन द डे ऑफ बर्थडे नथिंग स्पेशल हैपेंड. बस सिर्फ 20th बर्थडे जो 2017 में आया था और 21st बर्थडे जो 2018 में आया था, उसमें एक फर्क था जो शायद सबसे बड़ा था तभी था, आज है और जिंदगी भर रहेगा. दैट जब 16 जुलाई 2017 था ना, आई हैड माई मॉम अराउंड मी. और जब 16 जुलाई 2018 आया, my mom left this place, and that was the change. But the day when I lost my mom, from that time जितना जिंदगी के बारे में उसके बाद सीखा, probably of course किसी और फेज ने उतना नहीं सिखाया होगा जितना उस फेज ने सिखाया. I understood कि यार how that 1 second can take away everything from you, and probably you'll understand कि कितनी छोटी चीजों पे like you keep getting on to. उस एक मोमेंट ने सिखाया sometimes you have to trust whatever is happening in your life, because there is a bigger purpose attached to it, which of course in that moment you will never know, in that moment you will never realize. But only if you have the faith in universe, in someone who is sitting above, if you let that faith be in your heart कि यार ठीक है, आज ये जो हो रहा है, I want to accept it, because I know there is some reason because of which this is happening, and someday it will make sense. And whatever I was happening, when I was feeling CPT CA entrance exam, when I was getting delay in becoming clearing my IPCC exam, all made sense when I lost my mom. So when I lost my mom, I understood one thing, that sometimes in that moment things might hurt you. When I was feeling I was getting hurted, my family was getting hurted, but on 26th of November 2017, when my mom passed away, everything made sense कि यार ओके अच्छा वो मैं फेल हुआ, इट गिव मी मोर 6 months with my mom, जो मेरे को कभी नहीं पता चलता. Probably if I would have cleared, I would have kept moving ahead in life. But then when I would have known कि oh, the mom is no more, I didn't got that extra time because I was clearing exams, it would have haunted me, it would have hurted me. But just because I was not clearing, I got those extra time, and probably that was more important, that was more memorable for me than anything else. So I understood one thing, that from that moment onwards, whatever will happen in my life, there will be times I will be getting pissed off, but then I have to have faith. I have to have that belief कि यार there is some reason, there is some purpose attached to it, and just take the things as it is. Don't think much. Enjoy, be in the present, be grateful. Whatever is happening will make sense one day. So of course the life is incomplete. For me, life was always about me, mom, dad together. That's what I craved for. That's what my life was, that's what my life is, that's what my life will always be. Probably today also, if I get an opportunity, give everything, whatever you have achieved till date or whatever you have learned, and get that. Of course I will get that, because that was a treasure, that was magic. Even though we didn't have enough resources, we had happiness, because we three were together, we three were always together. No matter what, it didn't mattered, we always had our back, and that was the biggest strength. And that's why we were always so happy, irrespective of whatever we had in terms of resources, monetary, didn't matter. Just we three looking at each other, adding strength, being there, supporting, loving, respecting, caring, that gave us so much strength, so much happiness. And even though I am always pumped up, there's always a smile, there is always that enthusiasm, deep down I know that a big chunk of me has left with her, and it's the reality. I accept it, and that is the reason I'm able to always push ahead in life, because I know one thing, and I keep telling to myself one thing, that 26 November 2017 के पहले, the happiness which I have experienced in my life, when मॉम डैड और मैं अराउंड थे, that was the peak. Now nothing can come closer to that, and the acceptance of that fact helps me to come out there every time with as much enthusiasm as possible, because after a point you understand that ये जो तुम्हारा existence है is bigger than everything else. And if you are existing, just be grateful about life and keep going. And that's what my mom has always done, kept fighting. That's what my dad is still doing, fighting. And that's what I guess this is the basic which I'm supposed to do, follow their footsteps and keep fighting. And that's what I'm doing, and that's what I will always do, and that's what I'll keep trying to do till I am there, till my last breath kicks in. Then came the 25th birthday. Probably this time universe, since the universe started falling in love with me more, तो यूनिवर्स डिसाइडेड कि बहुत साल हो गया यार, तेरे को कोई गिफ्ट नहीं दिया है. 16 को दिया था, 18 को दिया था, 21 से प्रोबेबली द मोस्ट प्रेशियस थिंग ऑफ योर को मैंने ले लिया था. अब इतने साल हो गए, सो लेट्स गिफ्ट यू समथिंग. एंड इंश्योर किया कि बर्थडे के एक दिन पहले ही गिफ्ट दे दिया, प्री बर्थडे गिफ्ट. सिंस जेंजी का जमाना है, सो यूनिवर्स इंश्योर की प्री बर्थडे गिफ्ट. एंड आई स्टिल रिमेंबर 15 July 2022. I was probably 200% sure कि today is the day where I'll get my CA tag. 15 जुलाई 2015 को ये जर्नी शुरू हुई थी फेलियर के साथ, और 16 जुलाई 2015 को ये जर्नी शुरू हुई थी फेलियर के साथ. 15 जुलाई 2022 को ये जर्नी खत्म होगी CA टैग के साथ, एंड इट विल बी अ परफेक्ट एंड. बट बोल देना, देयर इज नेवर अ परफेक्ट एंड, द लाइफ नेवर गोज अकॉर्डिंग टू योर प्लान. एंड 15 July 2022, when the result came, when I saw that कि नहीं यार, और एक बार आना है, और एक बार मेहनत करनी है, और एक बार 6 महीने लगाने हैं to get that CA tag. Trust me, that broke me, that took so much out of me. Mentally I was finished from inside, because I knew one thing, that I don't have enough in me to keep pushing it again, because I left my job, the debts were piling up, the financial obligations were piling up, it was getting difficult. And to tell to my dad कि नहीं, I'll need 6 months more, मैं अभी नहीं जॉब कर सकता, मुझे अभी और एक बार पढ़ना है और 6 महीने लगाने हैं, और probably after that 6 months plus 2-3 months, then I'll start earning at 25. It was tough, it was genuinely very tough. बट वो बोलते हैं ना कि जो इतने सालों से हो रहा था, जब तुम सीखते हो, तब तुम भरोसा रखते हो, तब तुम परसिवरेंस पे फोकस करते हो, तब तुम अडॉप्ट करते हो. एंड somehow I still don't understand how, but somehow I pushed, I regained myself, reset. I somehow kept remembering ki yaar, why did I started this. Probably my mom, who is sitting above, wants ki I have this tag. The dad, who is working hard, deserves to see me becoming a CA. And of course, to me, who from that childhood, when probably didn't know much, he said ki CA banna hai, and took on that journey, failed, lost so much, went through so much, still kept going. So I had to ensure ki I get that tag, and somehow I pushed myself. But those few months were the most difficult months. Though the courage to pick yourself up again, to tell yourself in this phase of life, in this generation, ki yaar, let's not choose money, let's choose to the tag. Let's become CA first. Let's wait for more 6 months, even though you are 25. Let's not earn a penny. Let's become a CA, then get onto a job. Of It was tough, but it was possible only due to my dad, because he was like, बन जा CA, बाद में कर लेंगे, देख लेंगे. And to be honest, when I gave that 4-5 attempts of CA final, not earning much, probably in a phase where not even earning anything, I kept going, because dad was there. He never pressured, he never forced, we never fought. We were always there by each other's side, supporting, not saying much, not expressing much, not talking much, but ensuring that the vibe of the house never got bad, never got, we never had fights. It was always having each other's back. Ki, theek hai, now you push, then I'll push, now you push, then I'll push. And because of that, I somehow gained courage, pushed again. So, of course, that has to be a very difficult birthday, which, taught which again, kind of, I had to go back, pick myself up, get that mental strength back, and get that ability ki chalo yaar, one more shot, let's get this done. It was difficult, it was brutal, and it was worth it because I pushed it. I got that tag in next attempt. It's been more than 2.5 years. I've got that degree. It feels good. So it was worth it. And that's how every day gives you a lesson. But there are a few birthdays which have been special because when universe come down to gift you and is ready wanting to teach you something about life, you better learn, you better observe, you better respect, because in the long run it helps. In the long run, everything of that helps. Every experience of those birthday helps. It gave me patience, it gave me resilience, it allowed me to focus on the long term picture always, rather than falling to the short term temptations. It built a character. Probably needed something like that, those sort of failures, those sort of movements, so that I could get the strength to, when I lose my mom and when I have to pick myself up again, I was in that position because life was feeding me with something always. And that's why you have to keep believing in life. You have to be grateful. You just can't complain. And that's why I never go out, speak to anyone whenever I'm going through a tough position, because I just don't want to crib about anything. I just don't. I want to keep it within, keep it in myself, keep fighting, keep pushing. And when once you are on the other side, I always want to tell that story, because every story has its lessons, every phase, every journey is teaching something, someone to, and makes sense to someone. Probably everyone goes through some phases, and that's why when someone is able to connect, it makes sense and people listens. So that's the agenda. Whatever life is throwing at you, be humble, be patient, learn to wait, build resilience, have faith, and have real faith. Don't just, say I'm grateful. Have that real faith. Show that faith when the things are going against you. Show up, tell to the upper forces ki, even though I'm failed, I know that there's something better there. Always take that failure blame on yourself, and that will just help you learn. Keep pushing yourself, and life is all about pushing yourself. It's been a very long time. I haven't created videos, but trust me, this gives me something else. I know no one is interested in this long form content, especially जिसमें इतनी कोई editing भी नहीं होगी, but this, when I feel that I'm true to myself, I'm honest to myself, I'm delivering something which will be of value, and that is the reason I keep doing it. Of course, there might be time where you don't get views, you might get hurt. I'm also might get hurt sometimes, but I know one thing, that shouldn't be stopping me from doing what I feel. And that's the reason I keep creating these long form videos, because I guess I always have stories to tell, and stories need some time, and that's what my videos need some time. I hope this video will add some value, will have something. If you are here, यहाँ तक अगर आप पहुंचे हो तो आपको सलाम है, because it needs a lot of patience and perseverance to reach here, वीडियो के ये पार्ट तक. I'm grateful अगर आप यहाँ तक पहुंचे हो. Thank you. Keep learning, keep smiling, share positive vibes, and have a lot of faith, because each cheese has been constant. I have had a lot of faith on universe. I have a lot of faith on love. I have a lot of faith on positivity. I believe a lot in smiling, and probably that are some things you need in life to just be happy, just keep pushing, and just get whatever you want in life. Thank you.